did download that dating app you told me about?
No way. Hold on, let me find a torso pic that looks like you.
You don't want mine? My phone is like 99% shirtless selfies.
Of course it is.
Of course it is.
First of all, congratulations for this season. I think it's a great way to say goodbye to the characters, although I think it's too soon.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you saying that.
So I first wanted to ask you, when did you get the news that the third one was going to be the last season, and how did you feel? If you felt that the story is ready to close, or if you think that it's too soon?
I think from like the first season, I think we all kind of like, we're gonna say, oh, like if we got 3 seasons, that'd be so cool. Cause like, we didn't even know that we'd get this far, right? So it was really like, although it was sad, it was like an accomplishment to even get to 3. You know what I mean? Because this is an LGBT skewing show, and it got pretty mainstream, and that's a huge accomplishment within itself. And I think that speaks volumes for it. I mean, obviously, I think I could speak for all of us when I say we were all kind of upset, and we're all going to miss each other. I'm going to miss George, and he's going to miss me, but
you'll see me around.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're all friends like outside of work, so it's fine. Like we're all gonna keep hanging out and stuff, but I'm definitely gonna miss being Victor for sure.
Yeah. We found out during filming for season 3, and it's obviously like anything, it's the end of something good. We're all collectively grieving it. But I think that the characters all have a really good sort of send off, and I really think that the story is tied up nice, and so I'm just glad that the good thing is that we knew it was going to be the end, and we could like honor that.
Yeah, 100%. I'm glad that we knew it was the end of like when we started filming and stuff like that, because it's like it's better to know that like it's coming to an end versus like, oh, what's gonna happen, and maybe we're gonna get another season. Yeah, exactly. Because it's like I feel like because of that, we all really like just. Not that we didn't do this before, but I think it was more so of like a thing where it's like when you know something's coming to an end, you're like very like present and just trying to enjoy it while it lasts, Yeah,
you get in the mood already for the whole story and the whole feelings. Yeah. I'm sure that you've got a lot of great feedback from the LGBTQ community for having a show like this in a platform as huge as Hulu or Disney Plus. George, I wanted to ask you, have you gotten any messages regarding your character's struggle with alcohol? And because it's a storyline that we don't get to see so often in teen shows, and sadly it's something that happens a lot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have the season hasn't actually aired yet, so I haven't been able to sort of gauge the response from that. But I do know it's been a sort of point in Benji's story that's been touched on since season 1, and I was getting asked about it a fair bit. And one of the questions was, people would say is, they want to know more about that side of the character, which I think does, like you're saying, does display that there's sort of an interest there in terms of like exploring that part of a struggle, really. So yeah, we'll see when we'll see what the response is like when it comes out. But I was really glad that they dove into that, because I think on the surface of it, like when you first meet Benji, he's very confident, very put together, kind of character, but it was good to be able to explore these things underneath, and a lot of his like personal struggles, like with alcohol and things like that.
Yeah, sure. So for both of you, what are you most proud of your characters, of your time in the show, and of the show itself?
Because I've been thinking about this a lot, like, because obviously it's about to air, like it's really like about to be over. I honestly, they sent the links for us to all watch the episodes, and I couldn't watch them. Like, I was just like, I need to wait until it's out, so that once it's out in the world, that's my final time with it. I mean, I feel like the thing I'm really proud of about the show is like it encourages people to be brave. It's not about, like, obviously it is like through an LGBT lens, which is amazing, but this is such a universal story, and it's inspired me to be brave and change the way that I walk through life and embrace who I am as a person. And I feel like it's done that for so many other people as well. And you know, whether that is, you know, coming to terms with your sexuality or, you know, being able to pursue the passion that you want to pursue or whatever, that's the overarching theme of this show. And it's, I don't know, I feel like that has just been the thing I'm the most proud of, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, likewise. I'm really proud of the impact that the show has had. It's really nice like when people come up to me and they say like in particular when people say like, oh, I wish I had a show like this growing up, you know, and that's a really
that's feeling.
Such
that's
a
best feeling.
It is, yeah, and it's like really like, wow, that's really meaningful. And so yeah, that's probably what I'm most proud of about the show.
Do you feel that the Love Simon and Love Victor have paved the way for these new LGBTQ shows that are airing right now, like Heartstopper, like Young Royals? Do you think you set the path for more?
I don't think we set the path. I think that this train was already in motion for a long time. And I think that maybe Love Victor might have shown bigger corporations like, oh, hey, an LGBT skewing show can be critically acclaimed. It can be whatever. But there's also so many LGBT creators that are really the ones that paved the way for that. Not necessarily Love Victor, because I feel like Love Victor might have had like a small part in that. But this, you know, there's such a bigger scope than just us.
Yeah, I'd agree with that as well. I think it's like part of the path in a way, but I think like, you know, building on the shoulders of giants before it, you know.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly it, dude.
Mm.
And can you think of something that hasn't featured in the show and you would have liked to be featured if you had more time?
I wish we had a graduation. I wish we had a graduation. That would have been really like in my perfect world, the show would have ended at a graduation, and it would have been like Victor and Benji wrapping things up, and you know, like being like, look, like Benji's gonna go to a different college, Victor's gonna go to a different college, and they decide they're gonna just do life for themselves. You know, that would have been like my ideal ending, because it's like, I think
You're breaking my heart.
Well, it's because it's
a
like,
lot of people.
because it's like I think then it shows like the point of like you are part of the LGBT community, and Victor and Benji are both obviously gay, but it shows like you don't need another person to be complete. They were just part of your journey, and I think that's like a beautiful message to send it off with. So
they stay together forever. No, I'm joking. Yeah, who knows? You know, if we kept going down for the season, who knows what would have happened?
I know.
I don't know what I would have changed. I don't know. Another dance number at the end.
Well, that would be cool. Yeah. So thanks a lot again for this wonderful interview, and again congratulations for this season and the whole show. Thank you so much, because I would have loved a show like this when I was little. So thank you,
man.
Being brave means that you aren't afraid to be scared. Because a lot of the times, the scariest things are also the most important. Like admitting who you love.